This is David Dang Vu, and welcome to my October 2016 income report. If you watch my last income report in September, you'll understand why I'm so behind. September was my birthday month, and it was just a fun-filled month full of fishing and traveling and having a ton of fun. And then October was even more traveling and even more fishing and even more fun. So I don't want to repeat that whole story again on why I'm behind. So let's go ahead and get started with the fun stuff. At the beginning of October, I think I just gotten back from Cuba. It was my first time there with my good old friend Steven and my primo Manolo. Cuba was a very beautiful and very unique experience. If you've never been there, you definitely got to check it out. It's one of the very few places in the world where it literally feels like time has been frozen since the 1950s. It's so cool to see all the old vintage cars, the American classics, all the convertibles. We were hanging out in Havana, beautiful little town. We also went to Trinidad, Baradero. It was awesome. We had a great time. We went scuba diving and just drove all around Cuba and explored the whole entire place. After we got back from Cuba, we got a chance to spend time with our really good friend Christina. We haven't seen her in a couple of years, so it was really nice to get a chance to hang out with her and catch up with her. Right after that, we went to go visit our good friend Vincent's baby. Congrats to you, Vincent, on your first baby. Kailani is her name. Such a beautiful baby girl that you guys made. Right after that, I booked a one-way ticket to Thailand where I got a chance to fly on a business class / first class Hello Kitty plane. That was a really cool experience. Everything from the pillow to the PJs to the toilet paper to the utensils was all Hello Kitty'd out, including the plane. And I actually spent a whole entire month in Thailand. This was actually my second time going over there. I had actually already spent a month and a half at the beginning of the year, so got a chance to go there again. The main reason why I went is to join the Abundant Circle Mastermind hosted by Miles and Melly Beckler. It was an awesome 5-day event where we got a chance to hang out for 5 full days and mastermind and talk about business, talk about tactics and strategies. And we masterminded and talked a lot about internet marketing and online marketing and just entrepreneurship in general. It was my first time hanging out in Phuket, and we literally went all out. This was like over the top stuff. We got a chance to stay at not a villa, it was more like a royal palace. We had the whole entire place to ourselves, myself and 20 plus other entrepreneurs. We had personal chefs, we had a ridiculous swimming pool, and we even chartered the 60-foot yacht that we spent the whole entire day on just cruising around the island. We had water slides, we had jet skis, we had so much fun on that yacht. After that mastermind, a couple of us decided to stay and hang out in Phuket. We spent a whole entire day full of fun and adventure. My gosh, we did so many things. We went go-kart racing, we went zorbing, we went to see the big Buddha. It was just overall so much fun in Phuket. Spent about a week and a half there. And right after Phuket, I flew to Chiang Mai, and I absolutely fell in love with this town. It's a town with a huge digital nomad and entrepreneur community. I got a chance to link up with my really good friend Johnny FD. Shout out to you, my man. I appreciate this guy so much. We went fishing. We had so much fun in Chiang Mai. All right, so that's enough with the fun stuff. I'll save the rest of the details about Chiang Mai because I actually spent half of November in Chiang Mai for next video. Besides that, another cool thing, not really fun, but it's the reason why I get to have a lot of fun. A huge announcement in the month of October is we actually finished our Airbnb course. This is a course that we've been working on for the last 8-9 months, just putting together all the lectures, all the details, all the videos, where we basically teach you how we run a 6-figure business renting vacation homes that we don't even own. So it's a really cool model. It's basically rental arbitrage. So we got a chance to finish that course and launch it, and it was a huge success. Literally within the first 30 days, we had over 1,000 students. And with that, without any further ado, let's talk about business. Let's talk about money. Now, for the month of October, my gross total earnings was $87,131.88. Surprisingly, this was actually down by $9,300, a decrease of 9.7%. Now, not all of that is profit. I don't get to keep all that. I have cost of goods, I have expenses, as you know, but a good portion of it is profit. And this is what's really interesting from this month to last month. Even though my businesses earned less money, money, I actually profited more money this month, which really surprised me. My total net profit was close to $23,000. This was actually up by close to $2,900 from last month, an increase of 14.6%. Now you might be wondering, how the heck did that happen? How did I earn less money but make more money? Well, that's the reason why we do these income reports. I'm gonna break down every single dollar, every single cent I earned, and I'm gonna break down every single dollar and every single cent I was able to expense for the businesses. So let's go ahead and break it down. Coming in at number one again, as far as my highest income earning business, is my eBay, e-dropshipping, e-commerce business. Total gross sales was close to $47,000, which was actually down by $2,600 from last month, a decrease of 5.38%. On Ebates, I earned $25. This was also down by $90, a decrease of about 78.26%. On Top Cashback, I earned almost about the same as last month. I earned $416, which was a slight decrease of only $36, down by 8%. With Simply Best coupons, I earned a staggering $337. This was actually an increase, so I earned more, an increase of $265, which was up by about 367%. Total earnings for my e-commerce businesses, $47,500, an overall decrease of about $2,500, down by 5.03%. Let's talk about cost of goods and expenses. Cost of goods, I spent close to $29,000, down by about $3,500 from last month, a decrease of 11.02%. eBay fees was almost the same, which is interesting, even though I made less sales. My eBay fees was $4,000, down by $28, a decrease of 0.7%. PayPal fees, $2,076, a decrease of $105, down by 4.86%. Professional services, assistance, and outsourcing, I spent $738 there, down by $170, a decrease of 18.79%. My total expenses was $35,600, down by close to $3,900, a difference of negative 9.8%, which brings my net total income and profit for this business was $11,900, an increase of $1,300, up by 12.83%. So what happened here was I obviously earned a lot more with Simply Best coupons. They might have ran a promotion where I earned a percentage more or something like that. And also my cost of goods was about $1,000, $2,000 less than what it would have been compared to my gross sales from the prior month. So that allowed me to keep more money and earn more money. I believe the reason why is if I take a really closer look at our cost of goods, a lot of the products that we were shipping was probably on sale, which allowed us to earn more profit. Okay, so coming in at number two, this is absolutely exciting, you guys, is my e-courses business. I sell my e-courses on two platforms. The main bread and butter is on the Udemy platform, and with Udemy, I earned $8,900. This was up by just shy of $4,000 from last month. This is a huge increase of 80.66%. My VA training course I sell on my own website, achievemorefreedom.com, earned me $180. This was a small increase of $90, which was compared to last month, an increase of 100%. Total e-course income was $9,100, an increase of $4,076, up by 81.01%. Here's what happened. The bulk of that money came from the launch of our brand new Airbnb course that we rolled out, and it met with a ton of success. A lot of students signed up and generated a lot of sales. I actually split that course with two of my business partners, and also my video editor has an equity share with the course as well. If I would have earned all of that income from that course itself, it would have been 5 digits just for Udemy alone. But happy to share the wealth and happy to hear that my business partners are making money and Richard's making money. So it's really, really exciting that we were able to earn that money because of the launch with the Airbnb course. And overall, even if it wasn't for that course, my income is slightly going up for the holidays, which is a great time to be in the e-course industry. Coming in at number 3 is my vacation rental business, we host properties on Airbnb. With our vacation rental earnings, we earned $27,000. This was a shocking decrease of about $8,600, down by 24.15%. Let's go ahead and break down the expenses. Our rent was $14,900, an increase of $2,000, up by 15.54%. Utilities, $1,300, up by $200, an increase of 18%. Insurance, $184, an increase of $161, up by 712%. Our maid and cleaning crew, we paid $1,800. This was down by $510, a decrease of 21%. Supplies, replenishables, things like that, we spent $1,700. This was an increase of $369, up by 27.23%. Web services, we spent $200, up by only $15, an increase of 8%. Our total expenses, all added together, was $20,100. This was an increase of $2,200, up by 12.51%, which brings our grand total, our net income, to close to $6,900. This was a huge decrease of close to $11,000, down by 61.28%. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. It definitely does, but it's part of the game, right? Vacation rentals tend to dip a lot during the winter time, and we have to charge a lot less just to stay afloat. But come summertime is when we charge double and triple, so it makes up for it for the rest of the year. But what's cool is we still turn a profit. If we split that 3 ways between my business partners and I, that means I would have made close to $2,300 profit, which was down by $3,600. Again, a decrease of 61.28%. Coming in at number 4 this time is actually my gift card business. With my joint venture and affiliate earnings, I made $242. This was an increase of $12, up by 5.5%. With my card cash referral earnings, I made close to $1,300. This was down by $370, a decrease of 22.71%. My total income for the gift card business was $1,500. This was a decrease of $360, down by 19.25%. So not too bad. Last but not least is my direct sales business. I have a position with Nerium, and with that company, I earned $1,900. This was a decrease of about $1,900, down by 50.49%. Cost of goods, I spent $504. This was an increase of $107, up by 26.9%. My total net income for Nerium and direct sales is $1,400. This was down by $2,000, a decrease of 59.35%. Like I mentioned, if you watched my last month's income report, the reason why I had a huge spike with my Nerium business was it was an absolute fluke. So it's going to start tapering off. I should be earning about $1,000 to $2,000 a month from here on out. Now, if you take all those businesses and all those incomes combined, that gives me a gross profit of $26,200. This was a slight decrease of only $600, which was only down by 2.26%. Now, here's what's interesting. So as you can see, even though I earned a lot less, I still made roughly about the same gross profit. But here's where it gets interesting. My general business expenses, we got to break that down so that way we can get the net profit. Travel. This month, I spent $1,900, which surprisingly compared to last month was down by $2,300, a decrease of 55.09%. Accounting, $290, so that was the same across the board. Legal, $29.90, so that was an increase of $29. Video production, I spent $1,200 there. That was also a decrease of $1,100, down by 48.54%. Web services was $14.99, that's the same. And that brings my grand total for my general business expenses. We already broke down the core expenses with each specific business as far as the cost of goods and the main core expenses for those businesses. But here's the total general business expenses. We spent $3,500, which was a huge decrease of $3,500, down by 50.02%. Now, what that means is if the expenses goes down, that means the business profited more money. And that brings the total net profit to $22,726.61. Again, an increase of close to $2,900, up by 14.6%. I gotta admit, I am very, very satisfied with this month's income report. I think when I look back the last 12 months, this was probably my second highest earning month. And surprisingly, it's still one of my lowest earning months. So keeping the expenses low helps you make more profit. Common sense in business. I hope you enjoyed watching my breakdown of my income report video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below if you found this valuable, if you found inspiration, if you found motivation. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't checked out my last income report videos, make sure to check them out here. You can go back as far as November of 2015. If you're a brand new watcher, if this is your first time watching one of these videos and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video as well if you liked it, of course. And with that, again, thank you so much for watching. This is David Dang Vu. Look forward to sharing my next month's income report video with you. Take care, take charge. See you guys all at the top.